Monday morning, day after Easter. It snowed last night, so I'm trying to wrap my head around that. It's kind of crazy. It's quite peaceful this morning, if I do say so myself. Very peaceful. Can't imagine what this is gonna be like when you have a morning like this and there's no construction going on, and you can turn around and look at this masterpiece. So quiet. Might as well make it loud. Work on the steps over there, right over there, and we're gonna work on getting those things built up today. So I'll take you along for the ride. We've got our machines warming up, and looking forward to having a good week. Well, that's a nice view. I don't know if that's gonna cut it for today. Doing my morning stretches. That hydraulic oil flowing. I'm gonna have to get out and clean the window, don't I? There's no way to treat you on the camera there. This has got to go back more.
Okay.
All right, nearing the end of the day, Tuesday here. We got the steps done. That's a pretty good fit. I did not think we were gonna have the right amount of steps to make this all happen. But with some finagling, trimming, custom braking, we were able to get this all to fit really, really nice. The grade is really nice. This is a nice soft slope to here. This kind of comes up and then we're able to transition down to the steps. There's gonna be some landscaping probably up in here. I can see maybe some big flagstone steppers that lead out to the grass. Some landscaping across here, kind of as a buffer, something low, nothing that's gonna block the view of what will be a magnificent pond, but this is absolutely incredible. It is just incredible. I keep looking at it and thinking like, how much cooler can we make this? And then we add another piece and it just keeps getting better and better. Just love it. Every way, every place I look, I'm happy with how it looks. There's not a bad angle here. So what we're gonna do now is he's walking the excavator over here and he's gonna lift this rock out of here. And then we're going to probably work on getting, we need about 4 or 5 inches of 3/4 clean in here to bring it up to patio height. And then we'll be able to leave it until we're ready for pavers, which I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna do that. We really could do it now, but I really wanna jump back up and work on the house. I'm not sure. I'm going back and forth on that, but all right, well, we'll keep rocking and rolling, and it's just so beautiful. This turned out really, really nice. This grade and transition is just gorgeous. Very nice. So what everybody's doing right now is we're just doing a little site cleanup. So we had a lot of pieces kind of scattered throughout to make all this happen. So now we're gonna clean everything up and just organize everything, repalletize things as needed, move it out of here. So the guys are gonna spend a little time with that. We're gonna move this pile somewhere, probably move it out over there, get it out of the way. We don't need this pile here anymore. And that'll be good. It's good to get everything cleaned up. I'll walk you up on the top of this sand pile, get a better view of everything. It's like having a drone without having a drone out. I haven't had mine up in a while. I need to get it up and take some video. I can walk up over here. Oh yeah. There we go. So now you can see the scale of everything. So just envision All that's water all the way. All this is going to be water. They'll be able to sit up on by their front sidewalk and look down over all this. Wednesday, we hopped to the back side of the house here, and we're starting to bring our stone base in. We're still waiting for a couple of utilities to get put in, but that's not on us. So in the meantime, we're getting some more stone in around the pool, starting to bring our base in, and just starting to get, we're gonna start working on building a wall right here. We got a pillar here, pillar here. They're gonna have fire bowls on top of each one. And there's gonna be some natural stone in this stuff. But right now our main concern is just getting some stone in here so we're not walking on the sand anymore. And try not to get run over here. And it'll just allow us to start building our walls over here. And then we're working on getting some drainage lines in now. We got some downspout lines coming in over here. We're gonna connect to that one that's right there. That's gonna run over here, connect to that one. Over there, we're gonna have a under the paver channel drain that's gonna tie into the garage drain and out once the garage floor gets jackhammered out. And so that's what we are working on right now. All the pool lines have been pressure tested, and so we know we can backfill all this. I have to get in here and excavate, cover all this up and compact this, which actually I might do that here in a little bit. But we're getting our woven geotextile fabric in. Behind the walls, we're using non-woven geotextile just for better drainage, and we don't need to have the woven back there. And yeah, so then we'll come back over here and start working on that wall. And this wall comes around over here and over here, and we're just gonna really start to start working back here. It's going to be nice. So. good morning. It's Friday morning. I haven't really done a full walk around in a while. So what we decided to do yesterday, half of Wednesday, and then we decided to change to today too, is just work back here. We want to spend, what we've been doing is we got all of our conduits in everywhere. Electrician did what they needed to do. And we've been getting our fabric. Our fabric and our geotextile, and now we're just getting 50% of our stone base in. And that way we have, we don't have the sub base exposed anymore, and it's just better all around. So that's what we've been working on yesterday. A lot of it was yesterday, but it's turning out really good. I'll walk you through what we did here. We put in a underground drain here, and I'll walk you through what we did for that in a little bit. All right, so I wanted to go over the drainage that we did on this patio and the base and why I did it. So I haven't fully decided what kind of sand or joint material we're gonna use. Originally I was gonna be poly sand, but now I'm leaning towards possibly going to using the nitro sand or Romax in the black, and it would be a semi-permeable patio. But nonetheless, I wanted to set it up for either one. So we're gonna have slope coming this way towards the house because of the elevation of the pool. Not a ton, but it's definitely gonna, and a lot of it is coming this way, which works its way out towards the driveway and out. But I wanted to make sure if any water if we decided to go with a permeable sand like that nitro or the Romax, that my base was set up to do either, regardless of what happens. So what we did is we sloped our base down like this, and then we sloped from the house down like this. And then right through the middle, we dug a 1 foot deep trench, and we put in 2 corrugated drain tiles. You can see the 2 sock pipes right there. And those are sloped this way, this is sloped this way, and the water will run then to those pipes, and that is running out that way. The downspout line is completely separate, and that's on top of that. Those will run all the way out that way. They will eventually tie to a 6-inch line that is going to be 2 6-inch lines that all the house downspouts will be tied to, and that's going to run to the pond. So that's what we ended up doing. It was something I decided to change yesterday to allow us to have a system for each type of sand. So I decided, you know what, let's do it now before we do anything else. And we did it. And it just sets us up for success later on this job. So right now we're working on just getting 6 or 8 inches of stone on everything. Then we're gonna run our compactor on it, get everything compacted, and then we're gonna install a layer of drive grid in all of this. That's like a triaxial geogrid. I don't know if I have a roll around here to show you, but I don't think I do. I'll walk down there and show you what a roll of triax geogrid looks like. And we use that on all of our pavers. It's Unilock brands that are called a drive grid, but it's by Tensar, and it's a triax geogrid, so it has strength in 3 directions, and it's just really cheap insurance. And I haven't had a single failure on a patio since I've been using it. So that's our standard practice here. So yeah, that's kind of what we did here. And the rest of the patio, like that whole section over there, is going to be draining out that way. We'll have an exfiltration pipe over there that goes to the woods and daylights. Yeah, I think it'll go all the way to the woods. This section right here will drain out that way. So the patio will split right around here. The grade line will go that way, and the patio will go this way. And then again, any water, if we go with a permeable sand or not, any water that gets below the patio will be able to drain into those 2 drain pipes and filter out. Most of it will never come out of there because at the bottom of that trench we use a non-woven fabric, and that will allow water to leach into the sand slowly. But when it's doing that, it's going to be all away from the house. It'll be at least 6-7 feet away from the house, and also bulk water, like a lot heavy amounts of water, we'll be able to grab into those pipes and just run right out. So we'll never have any kind of water issues under this patio, that's for sure. So I'll walk down here and show you what Triax GeoGrid looks like, and we'll go from there. Got our first load of Unilock pulling in here. First of many. So we've had probably 40 semi-loads that have come here and got delivered, and every single semi turns around in here differently than the next guy. It's kind of funny, actually, if you ask me. But so that's the first time we've had a semi turn around like that. So that's a boomer truck, so he doesn't have a forklift on the back. It's just like a boom that rides on the rails in the center of the flatbed, and he's able to unload the semi without having to have an extra machine on the back of the truck. I believe these deliveries are cheaper than, say, a Princeton. That's what they call it. It's like a forklift that rides in the back of the truck. But I wonder if the Princeton's probably heavier so they can haul more weight like this. That's what I would guess. But anyways, we got some Town Hall in there. We got some Bristol Valley with some XL units. That's all what is it? Fossil color. This will be the first time we're using fossil, so I'm excited about that. So he's gonna back over here and dump off the pallets, and we'll move them where we want them. Okay, so here is Triax GeoGrid by Tensar. You can see what it looks like. Unilock calls it Drive Grid. That's just a rebranding thing. It's pretty rigid. I mean, you can cut it with a razor knife, but it's not the funnest thing to work with. But it gives strength up and down. It gives strength side to side, both ways, and up and down. So it's just a phenomenal product. Comes in 13-foot rolls, I believe. And I think they're 13 by, I think it's 1,200 square feet a roll, if I remember right. And it's not that expensive, and we figure it all into our jobs, and it's just it's standard practice for us. So the other rolls here, this is woven fabric geotextile, this is non-woven fabric geotextile, smaller rolls of non-woven, and just lots of fabric here, which that's what we use for everything. So that's what all that black fabric is over there. That's all non-woven. Under our patios, we're using woven. And anything that is like in the water and in the pond is all non-woven, so that water can, it's a filter fabric, and it's a separator. I don't need it to be stabilizing. It's just, I need water to be able to go through it because it's inside the pond. So I'll walk over here and show you how the boomer truck works. It's pretty cool. how it works. You can see it just rides on rails right in the semi right there. There's those two rails that run across the top of the semi deck, and it just rides in those. Pretty sweet. He's definitely done this before a few times, I think. I would imagine it takes some practice to run this thing super smoothly. That is awesome. Friday. Guys are wrapping up some things in the back. Maybe I'll walk back there, but it really doesn't look that much different from this morning. Well, I shouldn't say that. We'll walk back there. Anyways, so we got all our equipment kind of spaced out here, lined up for the weekend, because I have a company coming to wash all of our equipment tomorrow. Get everything cleaned up, degrease things, and then Monday morning we'll grease everything again. And I just want everything gone over, pressure washed, keep things looking nice and clean. Since none of this stuff is coming back to the shop, we don't have time to clean it up like this disaster. Ew. So anyways, everything's lined up ready for that. So that'll be nice to come back to on Monday, everything neat and clean. So I gotta pull the keys out of this machine and close her up. So that's good. We got pavers over here set for Monday, and some of our big flagstone. And our plan is we'll be laying pavers in this area on Monday, so that's good. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see that. And I'll walk you around back and show you what we've been doing today. I spent a bunch of time this afternoon organizing things, moving pallets around, moving fabric around, cleaning up garbage. I just spent 20 minutes sweeping the street, making things look nice and neat for the weekend. Organizing boulders over there. All that kind of stuff just needed to be done. So I'll walk you around back here and show you what the guys have gotten done. Got all this done. Like I said, I believe I said we got 50% of the stone in here. So the 120, 130 tons of stone we got in here and compacted, that's about half of it. So now we're gonna work on, now we can start setting our walls everywhere. So our seat walls, our raised patio walls, our pillars, our steps, everything, we can start working on all that now. So we won't put the rest of this tonnage in, which is about another 130 to 150 tons that has to go in here. We won't do that till later, but guys are working on this wall today. Getting this one connected. See how it's kind of flowing through the rocks like that? Then it cut into the boulder. Looks really, really nice. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. Only the best. Oh, I almost just screwed it with it. So that was cool. So really the patio will be up to about right there, so you won't see a bunch of that. So it looks really tall right now, but it won't be. And then the grade in the back of this will come almost up to the top of this wall. Maybe 3 or 4 inches down, maybe 6 inches down. We'll figure that out later. But so they're making the top 2 layers tight. The bottom 2 you're never going to see. So we'll have fabric behind that and some clean stone behind that. And then that way, if we want to bring our grade of our topsoil down to about there, it's no big deal. So it looks really neat and clean. So just loving how this is all fitting. So when you stand up here, coming right through the wall like that, right through the boulders. And it'll be the same thing over here. It'll come out of the boulder like this. We have like a 15 or 16 foot radius from that corner. Comes around here, dives into the boulder right here, comes out of the boulder here, and we kind of have that theme everywhere. I even have planned to put a, this is a raised patio area, as high as that door and as high as that door. So there'll be steps that come out and around like this. This is 16 foot out and 17, 18 feet wide. And then it comes out this way too. So anyways, I plan to have like a big boulder here. And I'm just gonna have that everywhere. And then we're gonna have the flagstone inlaid into the pavers everywhere. So it's just gonna be amazing. So zoom in on that. Just the look of that is gonna be unmatched. So yeah, it was a good week. Yet again, had a bunch of crazy weather. We started out Monday with snow everywhere. And now we're finishing with just regular, not even spring weather. It's like 50 degrees. Yesterday was 80 degrees. I don't know. This spring has been crazy. So I'll walk you around over here. We have, you know, there'll be this wall right here curves around, then becomes steps of this one, then curves around here, then becomes the steps of this here. And so we're still waiting on some flashing to get put in there and some flashing on the other doors that has to get installed, but that will come whenever they come to do it. So next week they should be drilling 2 holes for footings for this roof and getting those poured. The garage floor is getting taken out next week. So there's gonna be a lot of action here next week. And I'll take you all for the ride probably. I'll climb up on the sand hill and give you a nice overview of the site just because it's so cool. I got the pump going right now, but massive site. Lots of room for activities. All right, guys. Well, turning around here. Thanks for watching this week. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below other things you'd like to see, and I'll try and show those on the next video, and keep bringing you guys along for this cool project. So, thanks for watching. See you next week.